Kathleen Walls. These are the adventures of Froggy, T, and Bunnie, a hip-hop tale. See, they're a frog and a bunny, so they hop, and they just happen to be hip characters. I get it. So, and so I do them in print, ebook, also digital audiobook, and these are actually my voiceover artists. So this is the first time we're actually performing it live. So this is the voice of Bunnie, as well as her mother, Mama Madge. And this is the voice of Froggy T. And in this story, this is called Bunnie Gets Bullied. And so she is bullied by the Bully brothers. Get it? Okay. Hey. So they're bulls. So he is the voice of the bulls as well. Okay? All right. So again, this is Bunnie Gets Bullied, The Adventures of Froggy T and Bunnie, a hip-hop tale by yours truly, Dr. Kathleen Walls. Bunnie was on her way home from school one day when she heard something that made her run away. The happy song that she normally hopped to was being disrupted by something uncomfortable and new. The sound came from outside of her being. She heard it before she even started seeing those responsible for this unnerving noise. Then she turned the corner and saw it was the dreadfully mean Bully boys. There was Bully Ray, Bully Tim, and baby Bully Jerome, who actually said,
"Bunnie, you better run on home."
They laughed, pointed, and sang a song that made her cower thump and run along. Each of them a different size, singing together, trying to harmonize. The message that they began to send let Bunnie know that she was not their friend. Their song was so frightening, intimidating, and scary that Bunnie's tail fluffed up and got really hairy. The white of her tail began to flash, and she ran home like she was in a 100-meter dash. The whole time, the Bully brothers laughed and thought it was funny, and they kept on singing,
"Bunnie better have my money."
Bunnie had never felt so scared before. She hopped so fast she dropped her books at the front door. Her mother said,
"Bunnie, what's wrong, my dear?"
She could see in Bunnie's eyes that Bunnie was filled with fear.
"Mom, it was awful. They kept singing that song. I felt threatened and nervous as I hopped along. My heart was racing and my breath got heavy. This bullying experience, I was not ready."
Bunnie and her mother talked.
"Mom, what am I supposed to do? I don't know how to handle a bully. Do you?"
Bunnie and her mother talked for a while as they cut up carrots into a large pile. Her mother knew that talking would help Bunnie calm down, and cutting the carrots would give Bunnie a chance to expound on her thoughts and feelings about the day and how maybe she could make the bullies go away. That night, as Bunnie lay in her bed, she thought about what her mother had said.
"Bunnie, some bullies were once bullied too, and their being mean really isn't about you."
She asked Bunnie if there had been a conflict that wasn't resolved, but Bunnie explained they had never been involved. Her mother reminded her that she hadn't done anything wrong and that some don't know how to get along. She looked at Bunnie and told her to always be brave, and although she might want to bully back, that's not the best way to behave. Bunnie's mother even said that she was proud Bunnie asked for her help instead of hiding what happened inside and dealing with it by herself. Before she drifted off to sleep in her bed, Bunnie journaled and imagined how she could handle this situation in her head. The next day, when it was time to go to school, Bunnie still felt nervous but tried to play it cool. She kept thinking about the day before and hesitated before she walked out the door. Down the usual path she went before she heard someone say,
That smells like a familiar scent."
It was the Bully brothers back at it again, but this time would be different because she was with a friend. As Bunnie hopped closer, the Bully brothers were surprised to see that she was walking with her best bud, Froggy T. At first, Bunnie wanted to run and hide, but then Froggy T said,
Remember your pride.
so Bunnie stopped hopping and took some deep breaths that helped her to stop worrying and let her nerves get some rest. Bunnie could feel herself starting to think, and she noticed her knees stop going clinkety clink clink. As they stood under the tree, Froggy T played a song that helped Bunnie process and become calm. Froggy T then turned to Bunnie and said,
Don't let the Bully Brothers' mean words stay in your head. Bunnie, remember you're brave and courageous too. So don't let the Bully Brothers or their songs scare you.
At that very moment, her courage to face her fears started to grow, and it helped that she didn't have to face the Bully Brothers solo. She refused to be a victim all over again and knew this bullying experience had to come to an end. Froggy T and Bunnie talked about taking a different path, and Froggy T even tried to make Bunnie laugh. But Bunnie knew this fear she had to face so she could get back to her life rhythm and hopping at her own pace. So Bunnie took some more deep breaths and closed her eyes, knowing that overcoming this fear would be the prize. She activated her internal valor, which enabled her to walk by the Bully Brothers and not cower. She said to herself,
They will leave me be when they see that they don't have any power over me.
and sure enough, Bunnie began to feel stronger. The fear that was there had gone and existed no longer. The Bully Brothers eventually stopped singing, and Bunnie returned to her normal state of being. She was back to being calm, cool, and courageous too. So that's the story about how Bunnie handled the Bully Brothers. What would you do?
The end.